the Illuminati has done it again. Believe it or not, European football, European soccer. If I were to study European politics in depth, there's no doubt about it that some of these election winners have to do with some of these championship winners. I have no doubt about it that they sync up elections with the winner of the Champions League. U.S. elections, because the significance of America is that the United States is the only global superpower left in the world. So that's why American elections actually do tie into the winner of the Champions League. Because Juventus' nickname is the old lady. Just by typing old lady and Juventus, you pull up a bunch of results on Google. And I think the story came from a older lady who made treats and made snacks for the players. I think that's why Juventus are called the old lady. But Juventus means youth in Latin, in case if you're wondering. That's the nickname of Juventus, La Vecchia Signora. And that's exactly why Elizabeth Warren, the oldest president in recorded history, at 70 years old, is going to be winning the election after the old lady end a 24-year Champions League title drought. It is because in Gematria, it's Juventus that equals 24, so they're going to end a 24-year Champions League title drought. It's Juventus that equals 24. It is female that has Gematria of 24. Pretty fitting by the numbers. Elizabeth Warren, born on June the 22nd, 22 doesn't reduce. 1949 is 23. 23 reduces down to 5. Elizabeth Warren is a 33-6 master number life path. It's Juventus FC that equals 33. It's Massachusetts. It's Masonry that equals 33. Check out the gematria of old lady by itself, the phrase. Old lady equals 28. It is Elizabeth Warren's initials of E and W that add up to 28. Last Democratic president elected in 2008 is a 28-year. Now Ronaldo, tying into this old lady tribute with the first female president of the only superpower left in the world, the first female president of the United States of America. And the old lady winning the Champions League right before she wins her scripted election. Right after Trump gets replaced, another rigged winner, Donald Trump. His whole presidency is all a sham and it's all rigged. Ronaldo has gematria of 79 and 34. It's Warren that has gematria of 79 and 34. Ronaldo playing for the old lady and Elizabeth winning the election. No doubt the Illuminati is onto something. November the 3rd is 11-3. That's the date of the election. Black and white. The black and whites of Juventus. Black and white equals under 13. It's black and whites. With the plural S has the same gematria as black and whites. 132. Juventus. 132. Fino alla fine. Until the end has gematria of 132 and 51. All these equal the same gematria value. They hold major significance through the Kabbalah. Elizabeth Warren claps back that she's the youngest woman ever. Technically, she's not wrong because she's the only female president ever. But she's still the oldest president in American history. The oldest president in American history is Elizabeth Warren. Oldest has gematria of 21. The oldest has gematria of 108 and 36. I like how it's Cristiano and what the Freemasonic black and white represents for Juventus. It's Freemasonic that has gematria of 108 and 54. All these having major significance. The amount of time from the Champions League final, May the 30th, to Elizabeth Warren's birthday, 3 weeks and 3 days. Juventus FC 33. Warren 33-6. 24 days. Gematria female. Gematria of Juventus. 24 days from the Champions League final to Elizabeth Warren's birthday. And now the time duration from the final to the election is falling on that 23rd week. It's 5 months and 4 days from May the 30th to the day of the scripted election. That 5 months and 4 days has to do with the final over at Istanbul. Istanbul, Turkey has Gematria 54. Remember, it's Turkey that's 28. Buffon, 28. Mathis, 28. E.W. Warren, 28. Old Lady, 28 in Gematria. And now Vecchia Signora, the Old Lady of Juventus. You could probably tie this in with the day of the election, or rather the date of inauguration, or rather the date of Electoral College officially selecting Elizabeth Warren as the president. That's 198 days. That is 28 weeks later from the Champions League final to the day that the Electoral College is going to officially select Elizabeth Warren as the president. Istanbul, Turkey's 198 in Gematria, the side of the Champions League final. We have Forza Juventus, that equals 198. No doubt the Old Lady of Juventus winning the Champions League has everything to do with the first female president being the oldest president in the history of America. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. The Illuminati syncs up these Champions League winners with... The reason why they sync it up with America is because America is still the superpower of the world. So they do connect it with the Champions League. I've proved that with the Super Bowl. I'm going to prove that with the World Series and the Lakers 3-peat. Raid the Illuminati tributes, the scripted election. And now the only thing that's missing is Inauguration Day. January the 20th of 2021. 33 weeks later, the 34th week from the Champions League final. And so here it is.